Well, folks, we're going to try this again. I just had this going, and for some reason it just cut off. This technology, these phones and things, they have a mind of their own. But anyway, I've already been through part of this, so I'm going to run through part of it again. Hopefully, I haven't gone through the first part the first time. It'll come out a little bit better this time when I tell it to you folks. Anyway, peeing and pooping, babies, adults, old people, everybody has to do it. And babies coming to this world, peeing and pooping in their diapers, and a lot of old people go out of this world peeing and pooping on themselves in adult diapers and so forth. And middle-aged people, they get drunk and they'll do that too. And everybody, when they dies, they'll urinate and defecate on themselves as their muscles relax and the body gets rid of what's stored. Funny story. These three old men were sitting and talking, and this one man says, if I could just do a good number one, he said, that would really, really make me happy. He said a lot of times, he said, I get really about to pee and I go out and try to do a number one. He said, just one or two drops come out. And he said, if I could just do a good number one, he said, that would really make me happy. Second guy said, well, if I could just do a good number two on a regular basis, he said, that'd really make me happy. Sometimes I go 2 or 3 days and then it's really, really hard to do a number two. He said, if I could do just a good number two on a regular basis, he said, that would really make me happy. Third guy said, I don't know. He said, I don't have any problem. He said, every morning about 9 o'clock. He said, punctual about 9 o'clock. He said, I do a number one. He said, it's just like a river flowing. He said, just gushes right out. And he said, I do it. And shortly thereafter, I do a number two. He said, I do that about 9 o'clock every morning. He said, don't have any problem. And the other two guys looked at him and they said, well, what is your problem anyway? He said, well, the problem is, he said, I do that about 9 o'clock, but I don't get up until about 10 o'clock. So anyway, it's a little funny story about that. And a lot of times as adults, and especially older adults, if we get excited about something or we start to laugh at a joke or something, we'll pee a little. And it's kind of natural to do that. You can actually walk and do a lot of exercise, especially walking, and that'll help loosen up that, it'll help relax those muscles in your abdomen and enable you to urinate and defecate better. I know a lot of times that I get up in the morning and I try to urinate and don't do much, but after I walk a little bit and then I can urinate, it really is a lot better. So walking exercise will loosen up your muscles in your rectum and loosen the other muscles up too, and you'll be able to urinate and defecate a lot better. I take this medicine called tamsulosin, and it's for to help the muscles relax, urinary muscles to relax, so that you can urinate better. They prescribe that for men, plus they also prescribe it for women. A lot of men have this problem with their prostate. They get an enlarged prostate, and it pushes against the bladder, the tube where the urine comes out, and it's kind of hard for men to urinate. So this tamsulosin helps relax that muscle and helps the urine come out a whole lot better. Talking about adults, they get drunk sometimes and they will pee on themselves, and really bad drunks, they will not only pee on themselves, but they'll poop on themselves also. It kind of reminds me of the movie Dances with Wolves, where Kevin Costner, as a young lieutenant, he wanted to go out west to see the West while it was still there to see. And this old colonel he assigned him to go out west, and he signed the paperwork and everything, and peed on himself because he'd been drinking there. And he said, I just peed on myself and nobody can do anything about it. And so he told Kevin Costner, go out there and get with that guy in that wagon out there, and he's going out west right now to take supplies out there. So Kevin Costner went outside and he got in the wagon and to go out there with the guy right out to his new assignment with the supplies. And the old colonel shot himself in the head. So Kevin Costner's orders never to get posted. Nobody knew he was out there. But anyway, talk about my mom and dad. I talked a lot about them earlier. And they never really did take care of themselves too good. Later on in life, they sat around and they really didn't exercise the way they should have. Tried to get them out to exercise, and I was a little bit successful, and they just quit going. And I know my mom would, I heard her talk to my dad one time. Evidently he was having problems. He would get constipated. And my mom told him, he said, stick a finger up there and loosen that up, and, go ahead. But they have these things called suppositories now that'll help you defecate if you have problems with constipation. They also have this thing called Miralax, and I can tell you a story about that, a real funny story. I had a operation here recently. It was a major operation. It was about a year ago. It was a operation for abdominal aorta aneurysm, and I had open surgery, and they cut me from right below my chest bone all the way down to my pubic area. It was about 12-inch or so, maybe a little bit more than that, gash, and they opened me up and they fixed the aneurysm. What an aneurysm is, it's where a vein, and in this case the aorta's there, where it splits and goes down one leg and then it goes down the other side. The other leg, right in that junction there, I had an aneurysm. It blows up like a balloon, and they call those a silent killer, and silent and deadly. And what happens, they just continue to get bigger and bigger over time, and then at some point they burst and you bleed out within a matter of a minute or so. So mine was kind of small, and they kept watching it over the years, and it got big enough to operate on, and I had the open surgery instead of fixing it with a stent. I had the open surgery because that's a more permanent solution. But anyway, I got that fixed and taken care of. That a lot of that is due from smoking, and I smoked a lot earlier in life, and it's also, I suppose, some hereditary to it also. But a lot of movie stars die from those things, and some people die from them, don't even know they have them. They're not painful. It's just an aneurysm. You can get an aneurysm anywhere. You can get one in your heart, you can get one in your brain, you can get one in your arm or in your leg. It's just where the blood vessel just kind of blows up, kind of like a balloon, and they can burst. And when they burst, if it's a big vessel or an aorta, you can bleed out and die real quick. But anyway, as we get older, our eyes and our bowels, they lose the flexibility, and they're not young anymore. Your eyes, as you get to be 40, 50 years old, your lenses in your eyes lose the flexibility. A young person, they can hold something right up to their nose like that and they can read it. But an older person, you got to hold it a long way away like that. And then the older you get, you got to hold it further and further away. And some people, it gets to where their arms are not long enough. And so you need to get glasses. You can go to Walmart and get those. And if you don't have a lot of money, you know, they got various strengths of those, so you can find someone. Just take something with you to read that's hard for you to read, and then try on a pair, and then try on another pair, and you find one that's best for you. Men, older men, they have this problem with their prostate. A lot of the prostate gets enlarged, and when it gets enlarged, it pushes against the bladder and the tube, letting the urine out. And they make a medicine called tamsulosin, which relaxes those muscles in that area and allows you to urinate a lot better. They not only prescribe that tamsulosin for men, but they also prescribe that for women to help them urinate. My mom, and people sit around, if you eat a lot of bread, you eat a lot of meat, then you can get constipated. And what you need to do is drink a lot of liquids and eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, things that's got liquid in them. You eat a lot of bread and you eat a lot of meat, don't have a lot of fluid in them, and it can cause you to get constipated. So anyway, what really helps me, a lot of times I'll get up and I'll try to go urinate. I want to get a couple of drops come out, not very much. But if I walk a little bit, if I walk like 5 or 6 laps around the house here, then it really helps the urine come out a lot better. So just walking will help. And a lot of times I'll be walking, and I'll walk quite a bit, and then those muscles in my anal areas will relax, and then I'll be able to defecate a lot better. So if you're having problems urinating or defecating, walking is a really good thing to loosen those muscles up and get them to relax, so you can go ahead and do it without a problem. So what you need to do is you need to move your lower body muscles. That'll really help you urinate and defecate, and stay as active as you can, exercise. So that will really, really, really help you with the urination and defecation. And like I said before, I personally believe that people can stay active and not have any problem with this and other things. If you just stay active and stay as active as you can. But I mean, it's your choice. You can sit down, and if you sit down enough, you won't be able to stand up. You won't be able to maintain your balance. If you lay down enough, then you won't be able to stand up. So you need to stay active, and that will help you with the urination and defecation and a lot of other things. Well, I'm coming up here on the time limit, so I'm going to get out of here. And I got some more videos coming down the road, and I'm going to be talking to some older people to let you know how they're doing and how old they are. And I'll be doing some other things on the channel here, but this is a channel for seniors. It's about exercise and staying healthy and various things that affect us as seniors. So anyway, with that, I'm going to let it go here, and I will catch you folks later. Please subscribe if you enjoy the videos, and hit that notification button, and that way you'll be notified when I post another video. Thanks. You folks have a nice day.